Good day. At this point, we'll be talking about some more additional approaches of literary criticism. What was assigned to me were Aristotelian and genre criticism. Now, let's talk first about Aristotelian criticism. The very foundation of Aristotelian criticism is the Aristotle's Poetics. It is a book basically written by Aristotle himself, the surviving fragment of which is limited to an analysis of tragedy and epic poetry. However, recognition of genre as a way of studying a literature, more so like a genre criticism, and the methodology of studying group of works and then infusing theory from practice can all find beginnings from his Poetics. It is said that Aristotle is primarily interested in the theoretical construction of tragedy. Therefore, it chiefly reflects from his favorite dramatist, Sophocles. And from his Poetics, we have such basic notion as catharsis, or the suggested characteristics of a tragic hero. He should be a noble figure, he should have a tragic pride or hubris, and a tragic flow. One example of which is the story of Oedipus Rex, when Oedipus unknowingly marries his mother, and after the mistake was revealed to the both of them, Jocasta committed suicide and Oedipus gouges his eyes out. Also, from which came the formative elements of drama, the action or plot as the most important, character thought, diction, melody, and spectacle. We also have the basic concept of mimesis or imitation. Um, it is the imitation of ideas from the real world into turning which into an art in literature. Example of which is the movie The Goddess is Santa, whereas they showed how a family struggled during the dictatorship of Marcos. But the difference from the mimesis of Aristotle among any other concept of mimesis is that he primarily considers his audience over the category of art. So basically, the emotional effect of a literature among the readers is a necessary part of criteria for judging the art. Now, who are the Aristotelian readers? Consider yourself one if you distinguish one genre from another, and if you are more concerned with the plot rather than the characters or diction, and when you stress the mimetic role of literature. Aristotelian readers are unique, for they revolutionize the plurality of methods, or to put it simply, they use varieties of criticism methods for literature. But more importantly, the comprehensive and systematic principles they get from Aristotelian criticism, it led them to develop some more criticism beyond what Aristotle had set down. Now, let's talk about genre criticism. From the word itself, genre, it focuses on the genre of a certain lit. It suggests that if readers knew into what genre a piece of literature fell, they knew much about the work itself. So basically, a genre is somehow a preview and a thing that sets expectations among the readers. Northrop Frye believes the central principle of genre is simple enough to understand a literature. But later on, he elaborated which by saying the purpose of criticism by genres is not so much to classify as to clarify such traditions and affinities, thereby bringing out a large number of literary relationships that would not be noticed as long as there were no context established for them. And according to E.D. Hirsch, understanding can occur only if the interpreter proceeds under the same system of expectations as the speaker or writer. He insists on the individuality of any given work. Somehow, if readers are on the same page as the author, understanding, unified understanding will occur. Now, the very challenge of genre criticism is the fact that pieces of literature do not simply and neatly fall into categories of genre, but regardless of literature's perchance quality, still, in our efforts to decide into what genre a challenging piece falls, we come to experience the literature more fully. And that ends my report. Thank you for listening.